Hello everyone, this is the Badger. Badger don't hurt me no more Badger. And I welcome you 5 years on to a new SciQuest edition. SciQuest indeed. And look at that, there is some right here. So how about we dive right into the good stuff. This very meaty, completely high in calorie, no taste, no texture side quests. Yeah.
Hey,
You haven't seen any thieves around, have you? Bunch of sticky-fingered bastards keep taking my merchandise. That bad, huh? They don't take a lot, but when they strike, it's always food. And in some way, that's our most precious commodity. Accept the quest? Yeah. You accepted the quest, Thieves in Training. Maybe I can help you out. Really? Well, I'd certainly appreciate it. Do you have a plan, or are we going to walk up to every person we see and shake them until stolen vegetables fall from their pockets? Let's try asking around the village, because that's a much more reasonable idea.
Thieves in the village. I can't believe it.
You could call it a sign of the times. Rare is the man who steals out of choice, as opposed to need.
Wise words, Vice. I can totally live by that. Ah, just the man I wanted to see. Do you have a moment? Maybe. Our Waterwheel is on its last legs and I'd like to shore it up, but the insides are so complicated. This is a wise thought on your part. That wheel is a machine of not insignificant age. Better to repair it now than to wait until it fails completely. You got any ideas? I'm not much for this mechanical stuff. Replacing the axle and the paddleboard should suffice for now. I believe the Strange Things store and facade should have everything we need. Okay, well if you can handle the repairs, I can pick up the materials, because Vice doesn't really have any hands. Oh, thank you. I'm sure I can find someone to take care of the actual repair work. And look at that, we've only just started and we've already picked up 2 brand spanking new side quests. As part of the thieves, we actually have to talk to a couple of people in the village. Fortunately, Nier is so kind to point these ones out to us.
sup?
We've been dealing with a wave of robberies lately. Better keep your eye close on your purse. Nier doesn't have a purse, he has a wallet, like any good man. Good day to you, sir. Insinuating that Nier has a purse. Fucking preposterous.
I knew it. This is what I was talking about.
Oh, what do you got to say?
Hey, about
I
that.
hear it's 2 thieves working as a team. Oh, that's nice. Yep, I'm glad you gave me this information.
Oh, you, eh? Well, I'm counting on you.
And the final person that we have to speak to is another guard. A robbery? Come to think of it. I saw the thief. Just a glimpse, but it was enough for me to be sure. He looked really young. Judging by what we found, we're dealing with 2 thieves. Probably children. Remember the pair of brothers that loiter near the Waterwheel? I fear they may be hiding something from us. Yeah, I don't trust them. Let's go have a talk. Wait, but we've never met these 2 before. Why are you insinuating that we actually know them? Also, just as other news, 5 years on, the blacksmith actually decided to make a whole 2 new weapons. Yes, the Axe of Beheading and Sunrise. Sunrise, pretty decent, not bad. We're going to get a massively much more improved spear later on. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy the Axe of Beheading. We'll pick up the other one another time when we actually get a little bit more gold. This is the Axe of Beheading. I have this weird feeling that it reminds me of one of the axes in World of Warcraft. Like, not unlike Herod's axe from Scarlet Monastery, and most of you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just the whole, basic wood-cutting axe with the red sort of... Okay, Herod's axe is a bit more than a wood-cutting axe, but it still just gives me that sort of feel, not gonna lie. So this is the way to the Waterwheel where we once fought that massive fucking shade. You can actually still see the damage from here. A nice little touch. Oh, missed my turn. I don't like having the axe heading out just because of how fucking massive it is, so I'm just going to go back to transients. And here are the twins. What does this one have to say? We aren't doing nothing wrong.
Hey.
Hey, you're the little jerks behind all those robberies. Right? If you're so confident, why are you even asking me? Your tone betrays your guilt. Confess! Confess now, lest my muscle-bound friend here becomes angry. Okay, we did it. My brother and I. Why? Because Dad told us to. Your father demanded that you steal. What kind of bastard forces his own children to a life of crime? I think it's time he and I had a little chat. He's probably in the tavern. That's where he spends most of all his time. Got it. And there we have our first objective, to track down the scummy father. The one that would dare take his children to do his dirty work, just so that he can slum in the tavern and not do any work. The scum! The scum is all alone, fortunately, with no armed bodyguards.
Hey.
Hey, you have a pair of sons? Huh? Was it to you, huh? Why you gotta ask me all these questions? You're forcing your kids to commit crimes, aren't you? Crimes? No, there's not like that. I just told them to go and find some food for the family. Now shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Bunch of no-good meddlers. Our time is wasted on this drunken scoundrel. I ought to cut that guy in half and save his sons the trouble. How shall we explain this to our client? We'll tell him the truth, and then we'll decide what to do with the kids. What do you have to say about this guy? Oh yeah, after the kids she used to take care of by the fountain died, my grandmother's mind began to slip. I'm worried about you. You've been a different person since Yona was taken away. I'll be fine once I get her back. And that's all on Nier's mind. Oh, that emotional depth. That weight on his heart. Can't you hear it? Oh. Well, here's the client. Let's see what he has to say.
What's new?
Did you find the culprit? Yeah, but it's complicated. I see. A pair of children driven to steal by an abusive father. Well, I certainly didn't expect this. I don't think the kids are entirely without blame, but they certainly never had much of a chance. Maybe we can go easy on them this time. Agreed. I'll talk to the other shopkeepers and make sure they understand. You know anyone who might be able to take them in? There's no way I'm sending them back to their father. People are barely getting by as it is. Alright, I'll spread the word and I'll see what I can find out. Ah, yes, your fee. Well, us shop owners passed the hat and came up with this. I hope it's enough. It's not bad. We didn't really do much work for it, so I can't really complain.
Using children as tools of thievery. Unthinkable.
And yet it's the reality the village faces. Things are more desperate than I knew.
If we hope to restore the lives of the villagers, we must cull as many shades as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing we've been doing for 5 fucking years. I'm glad you deduced this now, Vice. I'm not really yeah, I guess killing shades would be the best way to try and stop us from a life of poverty, since no one's really confident enough to go outside. Because most people that step outside get brutally slaughtered. It's not an easy world to live in. Let me just go and do some item looting. We're actually a little bit low on supplies. Oh, these guys have a lot of armor. They're actually wearing shields on their back. It's a little bit like young Link in the Ocarina of Time when he has the Hyrule shield on. Broken sword. Hell yeah, that's a great one.
Something appears to be amiss with these creatures.
Oh yeah, they're shades.
That is not what I meant. I'll explain it.
You think about it while I kill them.
We certainly are being a little bit savage to these shades, but they're covered in fucking armor and coming at us with blades. I think we're You know, you saw him. They're coming right at me, bro. What else am I gonna do? Oh shit, that's more. I just hate how they can come out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, you walked right into that one, bitch. Too bad. Ah, medicinal herb. I like me some of them herbs, man. You know it. Man, I keep forgetting Emil got turned into a creepy skeleton Nightmare Before Christmas boy thing. Not that I hate him for it, it's just kind of weird when you turn around and suddenly you're being followed around by a fucking floating skeleton. Come on. I'm not sure if elemental properties to the weapons are actually supposed to benefit the gameplay in any way. I may have to research that. I'm not entirely sure if it's just for flavour. I can't really tell. So many shades to fight here though, fuck. Nope, nope, can't touch this. Nope, 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 touch, nope, no touching. This ass is only the highest of quality, and you must pay full price if you want to tap this. I really do love those little touches where you just spring your spear into someone and they get knocked back against the wall so hard they just splatter up against it and there's just, you know, a pile of their blood on the wall. Not that I'm entirely psychotic, not at all. Why would you ever insinuate such a notion? Don't say anything or I'll fucking kill you. Anyway, back to the side quests at hand. We'll just, oh, it seems like we're being chased by shades. Just a moment. Boom! Right in the face. Pow! Straight to the kisser. I really don't like Dark Blast. I mean, the multiple blast thing when it does that is pretty cool, but otherwise not really tactically viable. Might pick up Dark Execution. If you'd like to see any particular spells used in the next episode, let me know. Unless it's mission critical, I'm probably going to use it, because I'm not too fussed about what we get to use. And for any one of you that don't really remember what spells we have, well, I'll just go through them quickly with you. Dark Blast is that single multi-shot thing, very bullet hell style. Dark Phantasm, which is a very nice spell where we basically strike everything within a certain AoE radius. Dark Hand, we smack a giant hand down for a massive shockwave effect. Dark Lance, we've seen that enough. Dark Whirlwind, we get a spiraling blade thing to protect us. Dark Gluttony, swallow shit. Dark Wall protects us from magic, it's kind of useless really. Dark Execution is the Spires and Remove, which isn't really a spell. It's, yeah, it's very meta. So, actually, I'm gonna go with Dark Phantasm. It's a personal favourite of mine. I don't know why, it's just that whole after image effect is just so badass to me. Even I, the Badger, cannot deny it. And as you can imagine, there are actually a lot of quests to get up to in Seafront, especially here.
Hello,
Ah, it's you! I heard a great many stories about you, making quite the name for yourself, I don't know about that. Oh, no need to be so modest. After all, I may have a job for someone with your particular talents. I'm listening. I need you to retrieve some cargo from a ship that was wrecked at sea. To recover it all will be a monumental task, so you should concentrate on the 3 crates of particular importance. The cargo is likely washed ashore on all the far-flung corners of the world, so it will be a task of some difficulty. Can I count on your assistance? Yeah, sure, why not? Sure. Ah, excellent, excellent. Oh, and one more thing. Whatever you do, you must not unseal the cargo. Well, now I'm curious. Why can't I open it? Well, there are some rather unique products that I was shipping. If you were to see them, it might place me in something of a dilemma. Hey, you're the gal with the money. You don't want me to look? Fine, I won't look. Yeah, because that won't be an option later. And there are actually 3 more quests in this current vicinity. We're literally getting flooded with them. It has been a while since the last SciQuest edition. And let's deal with this gent first, because we can deal with him pretty quickly. Hey, I know you! You're that desperate guy that will take any job that comes along, no matter how stupid or demeaning. That's not really how I'd phrase it. But if you got the money, I've got the time. Dance! Dance for me! No, I'm just kidding. Listen, I've got a boat that needs some repairs. You think you can round up some materials for me? I need 5 logs, 20 dented metal boards, and 10 strip bolts. I'd ask if you're up for it, but I know you are. Yeah, whatever. You're really starting to piss me off. And somehow...
A trading mission, huh?
Is something the matter?
No, it's just that... well, I've never left here before. I'm just wondering what it's like to see a new place. Someday, I hope to take Yona on a journey like this.
And someday you shall.
I will. I'm sure of it.
I don't know how that really counts as us accepting his mission, but Grimoire, Vice, and Nier have certainly become buddy-buddy over the past 5 years. I guess that's what you sort of do when you're pretty much bound to each other for a good period of days, you know, 365 times 5. I'm not doing the maths. I did terribly at maths, even though I was an accountant for a while. Either way, let's just hand in this quest.
Hi.
Here. Much appreciated. Now I can get back to business. Here's some cash. I'll let you know as soon as I need my floor swept or toilet cleaned. You're a tool. Fuck off. Thanks for the 20 grand. I push this dude in the river as soon as he gives me the fucking money. He thinks he can talk to Nier like that. We're practically famous, bitches. Did you know I'm the Badger and I got 4 times the points? I mean, what the hell are you gonna do against a guy that got 4 times the points, really? Hey, nice to see you again. You look like you're feeling... oh no, wrong person. I really hate it when I do that. Moving on. Hey, nice... no, that's still the wrong voice. What the fuck is wrong with me tonight? Hey, nice to see you again. You look like you're feeling better. I can't give up my dream that easily. Seasickness is terrible. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for one, I'm working on my own herbal cure. It's a bit of a work in progress, though. I'm not totally sure about the ingredients. I see. Hey, I don't suppose you'd mind getting an ingredient for me, would you? You can get it from the Strange Things store in Facade. I wouldn't ask, but you're the only guy I know who can get there. I can do that. Great! The item I need is a mandrake leaf. What is a mandrake again? That sounds really familiar. Is that the screaming plant that I once saw in a Harry Potter film? I'm not entirely sure anymore.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir? What, me? Yes, people have been talking. They say you're a very adept freelance agent. I'm a jeweler by trade, you see, and I'm currently in search of a precious gem known as the Mermaid Tier. Have you ever heard of it, sir? I don't know much about jewellery. Yes, of course, why would you? Well, then let me tell you, I believe the tier is to be located somewhere in this very town. I'm close now, so very close. This seems more than a business transaction for you. You see me to the core, sir. The Mermaid Tier is one of my family's most precious heirlooms. My grandfather was the original possessor, but upon his death some 50 years ago, the jewel vanished without a trace. I have devoted my life to searching for it, and that quest has led me here. It must be in this town. Well, I'd be happy to help with the search. 1,000 thank yous, good sir. Having the assistance of a local will surely make that search that much more fruitful. I wouldn't really call Nier a local, but I guess when you spend 6 months on a fucking fishing boat, you technically could count as sort of a in-spirit local. Not a problem. Well, that's that, and we'll go and, actually, you know what? We'll talk to this person over here, because they actually have some useful information about said jewel. Man, these SciQuests are just pissing them out with easiness today, aren't they? The Mermaid Tier? Never heard of it. The Lighthouse Lady would have been the one to ask. She knew everything about precious stones.
That old woman, is it?
Yeah.
Perhaps a visit to her home is in order.
Surprisingly enough, the lighthouse has actually been unoccupied for the entirety of 5 years, other than some people that man it now. At least I'm not sure if anyone mans it. I have no idea what really became of the lighthouse after she died. We're never really given any of the details. Kind of strange, really. Empty bottle, fuck yeah. Now I can put my potions in it and spare fairies. That way if I die during a boss battle, I can be revived. Or not. Oh, it's the old gentleman of the fishing quests again. Well, yeah, we'll be getting onto that in a little bit. This time I need 3 sandfish. It's a tricky devil that lives in the oceans of the sand. You can catch it over near the wharf. The Fisherman's Gambit, Part 6. I've not actually explained this in previous episodes, but... Actually, no, I may have done. But... Facade have a sea that is made entirely of sand, and there are sandfish. I'm not joking, I'm not pulling your leg. They actually somehow, during the post-apocalypse, gained a sea of sand. However it happened, don't fucking ask me, because all the scientists died in the fucking plague. Because they'd actually be able to explain anything about this world. How convenient is that? And you might remember this guy from 5 years ago. We actually got him a very rare item for his girlfriend so that she'd talk to him. Let's see how that's working out for him.
Uh-oh.
With the way things are these days, I can't afford to keep giving my girl gifts. Now she won't even talk to me. Ah, well, serves you fucking right. I'm glad our quest was completely fucking pointless. It's nice when we help idiots, isn't it? Now, if only they could help themselves. And another quest right here outside the... Oh god, there's just too many side quests. Calm down, Nier. Most of them we can't actually even complete because they require materials that we cannot get to yet.
Hey!
Hey, you got a moment? You used to be friends with the Lighthouse Lady, right? As I remember it, we basically hated each other. Oh. Well, you at least talked to her, right? Could I ask you a favor? What's the job? The lighthouse is in good shape now, but it's going to wear out eventually. We'd like to have the replacement parts ready. Can you get those parts from the junk heap? I'm sure the Lighthouse Lady would be appreciative wherever she is. I can't believe I'm helping her again. But alright, I'll do it. Thank you. I think we'll need 10 broken lenses and 10 broken batteries. And while you're at it, 10 mysterious switches would be nice too. Okay, they all seem to be they appear to be all, you know, fucking broken, considering their name. So, why would you want them? Could you riddle me this? Are you going to fix them? Are you some sort of fucking mechanic? Then what are you doing in Seafront? It doesn't seem like a very profitable trade to be a mechanic in Seafront. Unless it counts to be a mechanic to boats. Come on, target this. Come on. There we go. There's 2 letters here for the Lighthouse Lady. Whoa. According to the postmark, they're 50 years old. Didn't that jeweler say that the Mermaid Tier was lost 50 years ago? Perhaps this is more than coincidence, It may behoove us to sneak a look inside these letters. Well, I suppose it can't hurt. Here's the first letter. I'm enclosing the Mermaid Tier with my next letter. It is the only thing I have found in this world that can hope to compare to your beauty. And here's the second one. My dearest, I fear I cannot send the Mermaid Tier at this time. I hope you can forgive me for this terrible slight. So the Mermaid Tier was supposed to go to the Lighthouse Lady, but never made it. And yet the tier is no longer with its original owner. What can we conclude from this? The second letter was sent from the Seafront, which means the postman's father has started writing letters by that time. And therefore, the jewel must have made its way to this town. I smell a rat! To the post office! Now if only you could really get away with saying, to the post office! Or, to the grocery store! Or, to Wawa! Yeah, you don't really get away with saying that anymore. And I think that's pretty much all the quests to access here in the Seafront. And we're already running out of recording time. What should I do? Should we move on? Actually, oh shit, we nearly missed a part. Fuck. There's actually one of the scattered cargo crates right here on this very beach next to the dwindling number of seals that got clubbed. Yes, seals like to go clubbing. Please refrain from any seal clubbing jokes. Just saying. I think this is one of the pieces of cargo that washed ashore. And we're actually given the choice to look inside or completely ignore it. But I'm the badger, motherfucker. I do what I want! No offense to that lady, but I'm not carrying around some box unless I know what's inside. Have you assuaged your guilt with that feeble excuse? Then I suggest we... Hello? What have we here? Whatever it is, it's been waterproof somehow. And it smells like explosives. This is some rather dangerous cargo we've been asked to find.
It is filled with strange potions and documents.
What on earth was that old woman transporting?
There are 3 crates to find in total, and we'll find the other ones maybe in the next episode. I've decided to up doing SciQuest editions to twice per main story episode, mostly for the sincere fact that I do not want an occurrence like before where we were stuck with 5 SciQuest editions at the end of the story. Yeah, that didn't really work out well for us, did it? Either way, see you in the village. You may be wondering why I didn't head straight to the post office, and it's for good reason, but one we'll find out in the next edition of SciQuests. Just trust me on this one, it's for the greater good.
Oh, you. Yeah.
Where
I'm
are we
kinda
going
busy
again?
now.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Man, I'm bushed.
Don't say badgers have short attention spans, shut up! Be quiet. Shh. And as you can see off in the distance is the second cargo crate.
Our water supply has been contaminated.
No, I don't want to fish. Let's go. Let's look inside, see what else we can unearth. What in the hell? I've never seen flowers like these. Marijuana plants and everything. These smell terrible. I believe they can be refined into a powerful yet poisonous drug. I doubt very much they are legal. Because there's a law system in the world of Nier. Sure. Whatever.
Medication and explosives again. Who can say what it is for? A supply this size could provide for the military of a small country. It seems you humans are incapable of learning from the mistakes of the past.
You said it, Vice. But for now, we'll end this episode right here, and I'll see you on the next SideQuest edition of Nier. See you there, everyone. This has been a Badger SideQuest edition, but I didn't need to tell you that, did I? Peace.